Avatar: The Way of Water is trending towards being the highest grossing film of 2022. At least that's what one would guess. But will this movie be a smash hit at the box office? Could it possibly dethrone the original, which is the highest grossing film of all time? I think we need to talk about it.
Jones Vibes.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Jones Vibes. If you're new to the channel, I do movie and television reviews, and it's out of this world. But as a lot of you know, we are finally getting the long-awaited sequel to James Cameron's Avatar. And Disney and Company just dropped a brand new trailer, and y'all, this was one of the most beautiful trailers that I've ever seen. Visually, I think that this could possibly be the best theatrical experience of my life. And I want to talk a bit about this trailer and then also dive into some box office stuff and kind of just see where all this is heading. But I can't have a discussion without you, so please feel free to leave any thoughts or questions in the comment section below. But this trailer completely blew me out of the water, no pun. I got chills. I mean, I teared up, and I've probably watched it over 20 times now. Seeing Jake and Neytiri in full detail after 10 plus years is kind of emotional for me, I'm not gonna lie. I'd imagine a lot of people feel this way, but the original changed the movie-going experience for me. Like, I had always been just a massive fan of cinema itself, but that movie was just something else. It was so immersive, and it just hit me hard. I feel like I was at this point in my life where it kind of just floored me. And I don't really know if I was thinking about where movies were gonna go in the future, but it truly has stood the test of time. When you watch it, even just on your TV, the effects hold up, and when you compare it to a big blockbuster that's coming out in 2022, I mean, side by side, it's pretty incredible. And now we're getting this long-awaited sequel in 2022, so you can't imagine where James Cameron is taking this technology. And apparently there's like 3 more films after this, so. But it was released with a small synopsis, and it read, set more than a decade after the events of the first film, Avatar: The Way of Water begins to tell the story of the Sully family, Jake, Neytiri, and their kids. The trouble that follows them, the lengths that they go to keep each other safe, the battles they fight to stay alive, and the tragedies they endure. And just from watching the trailer, you can tell that it is going to be a little bit darker than the first. And I would expect it to be. You know, James Cameron is a master at his craft, and if anybody knows how to make a sequel, it's him. Anybody ever seen Aliens? I'm sure Jake and his family, they're going to have to endure a lot, and we're going to see where their story goes, and we're also bringing back Stephen Lang's character, but he is in Avatar, or he's in an Avatar's body this time. So, I don't know. They're going to have to explain all of that, because I'm like, wait a minute. And he did, but I don't doubt that we are just in for an incredible ride. I mean, just look at the underwater footage already. It's insane. And something that really stuck out to me within this trailer was the score. The legend who composed the original Avatar, James Horner, unfortunately passed away. And so James Cameron has apparently hired Simon Franklin, who was Horner's, like, apprentice, dating all the way back to 1997 in Titanic. But as for this score, you know, you had the iconic, you know, theme from the original Avatar, but he also added this kind of breathy score that, I don't know, it was super melodic and just beautiful. Like I said, it gave me chills. It was like,
Not quite my tempo. It's all good. No worries. Here we go.
something like that, but I don't even know. Wasn't even trying. But it completely immersed me, without even knowing it, just right back into the world of Pandora. And that feeling that I got when I first, you know, watched the original in a packed theater, like, I'm really looking forward to hearing the entire score and just seeing this entire movie. But looking ahead to December, there's been a lot of crosstalk online about whether this film will even be a success. And I think, honestly, you can put that to rest. It's a James Cameron film, and the original is the highest grossing box office film of all time. So I really don't think it's going to do too poorly. I think the real question is, how big of a hit is it going to be? You have to remember, like, that instantaneous Rotten Tomatoes score, that wasn't really a thing when the original came out, so I'm very curious to see how the critics respond to it, and then that audience score, and kind of just how that all evolves and what that does online, and also what it does for word of mouth. And also just in, you know, a post-pandemic era of movie going, How do we feel about this movie really breaking free and getting up to that Endgame level or the original Avatar level? Top Gun is a really clear example that can still happen. I think audiences do want to go back to the cinema, but they just need a really good reason to. And I think that this is reason enough, but I don't know. I mean, let me know down in the comments what you think. Also, how do you feel about IMAX? I honestly can't even remember the last IMAX movie that I saw. I don't know. It could have been a Marvel movie, maybe? It has been a while. And I remember seeing Avatar in theaters and seeing it in 3D and just being like, man, 3D is about to just take off. But it kind of seems like studios just took the 3D thing and ran with it and just used it as like a marketing thing. So they were throwing 3D onto movies that didn't necessarily need 3D. So you'd be watching a movie and it was super dark because it wasn't filmed in 3D. Like I remember there were several movies that I went to where it just was too dark. Like I wasn't enjoying the movie anymore. That's why I think I ended up just kind of straying away from it a bit. But Avatar was nothing like that because it was meant for that immersive experience. And so I'm so excited to get back into a theater and put on some glasses and just kind of experience all of that magic again. And if it works out, are we just going to see a repeat of the 3D thing? Are studios going to try to bring it back for their movies and then it's just going to fail again? And then the next James Cameron Avatar movie is going to come out and we'll go back to 3D? I have no idea. But at least we're getting this. And yeah, I mean, once again, what do you think? This is meant to be a discussion, so please feel free to ask anything in the comments section. I would love to engage and just kind of start some dialogue with y'all. And also, give this video a like. That'll help get me seen by more people just like you. And I do want to say just thank you to everybody that has supported me in the last couple months. Seeing the subscriber count go up has just been... It's been really awesome to me, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. So I'm really excited moving into the winter and moving into this crazy season of movies and television. Stay tuned here on Jones Vibes. I'm going to be covering it all. But as always, I hope you all are safe, happy, and healthy out there, and I'll be seeing you next time.